Okay, I'm Jason Stanworth. This is my project 2 for Mark for Exercise Science 4200. I have my lovely wife here to roleplay Mark with me. So I'll go through the first 3 points of the assignment first, and then we'll go over the exercise regimen where she'll be Mark for me. So the first parts are to identify all the medical conditions that Mark is living with, or some of the concerns we have for him. So he has type 2 diabetes, he has GERD, a concern for dementia or Alzheimer's because of his family history, hypotension with his balance and dizziness, also because of being male and Latino and his age. He's at risk for CVD or other cardiac-related issues. The second part is the medications he's on. So he's on metformin, which is an oral diabetes medication to help control blood sugar. It's super common for people with type 2 diabetes. The other one is Prevacid, similar to what I took from it, is like Pepto-Bismol to help treat his GERD, help with the damaged esophagus, as well as high levels of stomach acid, keeping it under control. The third point is to identify his modifiable and non-modifiable risk factors. So his non-modifiable is his gender as a male, his race as a Latino, his age of 78, and his family history for Alzheimer's to run in his family. The modifiable things are his diet, his exercise. One I would consider modifiable is the management of his type 2 diabetes. No, he can't change the fact that he has it, but he can change how he goes about living his life, controlling it, and then being able to avoid unnecessary risks and falls and injuries like that. So now we'll go into the plan. So with Mark, so go from there. Mark, glad to meet you. Glad to have you in here today. So we're going to go over things like, as you expressed earlier, of being able to improve your lifestyle. You said you realize you're getting into age and your health, and you're starting to show some concerns, met with a physician, and you decided that meeting with me to help you create an exercise program will help you to live a longer, fuller life, to enable you to add life to the years that you have left, be able to be there for your family, which you express is extremely important as well. So we'll go from there. So the first thing, we'll cover the hardest one first, and we'll go to the easier steps from there. So the first things first, nutrition. Nutrition. You have type 2 diabetes. You're aware of what blood sugar does. You're aware of how it can affect you. But it's actually doing that. It's one thing to be aware of what can help you feel better and make your life better, but it's another thing to be willing to make those changes and do it. So I can't express to you enough that I know family meals are important, and I know that your culture and family atmosphere are extremely important to you, but you can still have that family-oriented culture with different diet and taking care of your body, taking care of your type 2 diabetes. It'll help you feel better, it'll help you live longer, and it'll help you be happier. And I promise your family won't be mad at you for it as well, to have you around longer. So then after nutrition, we're going to get into exercise. So I made this handy-dandy sheet for you right here, because we're not going to meet for 4 weeks after this. So I'm going to walk through with you the exercises that I want you to do, how much and how many, and it's expressed on the sheet so that you can't forget. Making it easy for you.
Thanks.
You are welcome. And so we're going to go over things like full body strength training, stretching, balance exercises, as well as working on your aerobic fitness. And then we're going to have you try some new things to kind of make it fun. So the commitment I want from you is we're going to exercise 5 to 6 days a week for at least 30 minutes. which isn't that much, super easy to work in. And as well as having a program to follow makes it quick and easy. So we'll go to that point. We'll start with your strength training. So you're going to do this 3 times a week. So we're going to go through all of a full body workout. Okay. So the first one we're going to work with is going to be a chest press. There's multiple ways we can do this. We can do this laying down, and the motion is going to be the same. It's going to be bringing the shoulders back as the hands come forward with weights, or you can do it with your body weight, leaning against the wall and pushing off the wall as if you're doing a push-up. It'll be a little less impactful than a push-up, but you'll still get the same benefits.
Okay.
After that, we're going to go to a shoulder press, which is going to be a motion of taking your hands above your head and pressing them forward. We can get you some of these handy-dandy little weight sets. Go ahead and take both of those, and we'll go through the next couple together. So we're going to lift them above our shoulders, and we're going to press them above our head, straight above our head, not out, and then come back down, and that's a shoulder press, okay? The next one we're going to do is we're going to do a bicep curl. So keeping the elbow tight against the body, we're going to bring it up and back down, and then we're going to do the other arm, up and back down, nice and slow and in control. Pretty easy. Tricep extension, we're going over the head again. Be careful with this. You're going to take and extend your arms and then drop them back down. Perfect. We'll go to the lower body. Let me see those little weights of yours. All right, now we'll have you stand up and we'll go to the lower body. Go ahead and stand behind your chair. We're going to start with some kitchen sink exercises, I like to call them, chair floor exercises. These are just to add a safety measurement so you don't fall or get hurt. We're going to start with squats, kitchen sink squats. You're going to start with your feet shoulder width apart, and we're going to do a basic squat, keeping that back flat, chest up. Easy enough. We're going to come to a narrow squat. We're going to do the same motion. If you need the chair or the sink, use it, but if you don't, try and do it without as well. And then we're going to go to a wider than normal squat as well. Perfect. From there, we will go into calf or heel raises, where we're going to go into our tippy toes. Perfect. And make sure you hold at the top, count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let it back down. Then we'll go into hip marches, where we're going to, I like to stand to the side of my chair. You can stand behind it as well. We're going to take and bring our knees up. These are also referred to as high knees. Up above that hip, as high as you can. Perfect. Then we'll do leg flexion and extension. So go to extension, we're going to take our toe, point it towards the sky, and you're going to take and push that knee back towards the other leg. It's going to cause that quad to flex, and we're going to hold that for 5 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And then flexion is going to be the other way. We're going to take and push our leg towards our butt, holding and squeezing for 5 seconds as well. And from there, we're going to go into the balance side of things. So that's your full body workout. Balance, we're going to go to single leg standing, where we're going to take one leg off the ground, hold it up, be next to a chair or support device, and we're going to hold it and see if we can hold for 60 seconds without touching, keeping our core nice and tight. And then we'll switch and go to the other leg and do the same thing for 60 seconds. As well as things like sitting on a squishy chair or an exercise ball, holding good posture for those 60 seconds as well. Those are going to help with your balance. And then we want you to add in 2 days or to 3 days of full body stretching. You're very familiar from your soccer background with lower body stretches. We're going to add in some upper body stretches, things to pull the shoulders and the back muscles. We're going to go overhead because we're working those triceps and arms and shoulders. And then as well as chest stretches, where we're going to reach back and pull our chest forward with a twist. Careful while twisting, make sure not to hurt that lower back at all. And then, as you'll see on here, here's where the fun begins. I want you to add in some exercise classes. So we're going to be doing things like yoga. You ever done yoga?
No.
Beautiful. It's wonderful. Highly recommend it. We're going to try yoga. Okay? It's going to help you. We're going to do water aerobics. We're going to do some other classes that are offered in this community. On this sheet, you'll see the resources and the website for where you can find some more of those. Your kids and grandkids, I'm sure, can help you almost better than I could. They're getting too smart with that kind of thing. So we'll go from there. So I'll give you this, and we'll meet again in 4 weeks.
Good.
Perfect. Thanks, Mark.
Yep.